Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubu, Zallah, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Nigeria must reform for progress or collapse, says Tinubu. Atiku writes National Assembly seeks six-year term for president. I will swear with Holy Quran, El-Rufai denies corruption allegation. Iran launches missile attack on Israel. Now, top on what's trending, President Bola Tinubu said Nigeria was at a critical juncture and dizzying crossroads when he took up the reins of government on May 29, 2023. During Nigeria's 64th Independence Day anniversary on October 1, 2024, the president said the situation of the country at the time he came into office necessitated that the country choose between reform for progress and prosperity or carry on business as usual and collapse. Tinubu said his administration decided to reform Nigeria's political economy and defense architecture for the nation to survive. The president also saluted the doggedness of the Nigerian people, saying the country has survived crises that disintegrated other nations. Critics had faulted Tinubu's twin policies of petrol subsidy removal and unification of the foreign exchange rates, which many Nigerians believed were responsible for the unimaginable inflation and soaring living and energy costs in the country. Thousands of Nigerians have stormed the streets in recent times to protest what they described as an unbearable economic situation in the country. The former Lagos governor sympathized with Nigerians over the economic hardship his reforms might have caused, whilst he assured them that his administration had been busy implementing measures to bring down the high cost of living. During his second Independence Day anniversary broadcast on Tuesday, Tinubu pleaded for more patience and time, saying his administration is retooling its economic policies for the good of common Nigerians. Now responding, someone said, Mr. President should lead by example in the reforming and not spend extravagantly. Another said, on this, I'm 100% with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We can't make progress with the mess on ground without reforms. Another person wrote, the fact remains that Nigeria can never collapse no matter what happens. Now, still on the president's broadcast, President Bola Tinubu has ordered that integrity tests be carried out on all dams in the country to avert future disasters. The president's order comes after the Alao Dam in Maiduguri ruptured on September 10th, resulting in the worst flooding the state has experienced in 30 years. Tinubu, during Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary, said his administration has been responding to natural disasters, particularly the aforementioned flood. The flood displaced over 1 million people who have found shelter in different internally displaced persons IDP camps. During their different visits to condole with the people of the state, the president and vice president assured them of their support and approved a disaster relief fund. In his independence speech, Tinubu also emphasized that his administration will always stand with the people in their times of trouble. Now, while the whole country celebrated Independence Day, the indigenous people of Biafra banned the celebration of Nigeria's 64th Independence Day in the southeast region. In a statement on Monday, the separatist group declared that anyone found participating in any activity marking this year's Independence Day would be considered an enemy of the land. It said Igbo should go about their normal business or remain in their houses if they choose to, but must refrain from any form of activities to mark Nigeria's independence. The group insisted that though Igbo were part of the struggle for Nigeria's independence, the union had proven injurious to them. Now responding, someone said, until they destroy and arrest all these people, they no go hear word. Are you a country already? Is your governor not receiving allocation under this government? Another person said, I'm proud to be a Nigerian, whether good or bad. It's my country. We can only give faults to our politicians, leaders, elites, and other bad people who are giving bad vibes to Nigeria. Another person wrote, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, together we are strong. Nigeria can live in peace and more so in Africa. We must agree to live in peace before Africa can develop. Now, next one was trending. The federal government is expanding its subsidized rice program to elevate food insecurity in Nigeria, with sales set to launch in Lagos, Kano, and Borno states. A director at the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security stated on Monday. Early in September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, announced the launch of 40,000 per 50 kg subsidized rice in Abuja, stating that the initiative was part of a broader strategy to ensure that no Nigerian goes to bed hungry. He said the subsidized rice program aims to provide relief to citizens amid soaring market prices. The current market price of a 50 kg bag of rice is about 90,000 naira. It is close to 100,000 naira in some other locations. The federal government is providing 30,000 metric tons of rice through the subsidized rice program. This translates to approximately 1,000 trucks, each carrying 600 bags. Now, someone said, we should keep praying God should take control over this situation. Another said, new APC slogan, we rise by lifting others. Another opined, protest, give rice. Flood, give them rice. Minimum wage, give them rice. Petrol high price, give them rice. Insecurity, give them rice. Now, former vice president and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 general elections, Atiku Abubakar, has written to the National Assembly requesting an amendment to the Constitution to allow for a 6-year single term for the president and state governors. In a memorandum to the Senate Committee on Constitutional Review, Atiku also proposed that the presidency be rotated between the North and South. It is noteworthy that during Chief Olusegun Obasanjo's presidency, he advocated for a 6-year single term for the presidential seat. Now, someone said, 6-year single term is actually a better option, no more second term. This might help in making our votes count and accountability from whoever wins, because 6 years long and you can be impeached if you don't perform. Another said, just leave it the way it is. We don't need rotation of presidency. It can't solve hunger, inflation, and famine. Another person opined, he's saying presidency be rotated between North and South. Same violation he broke in 2023. I mean, what kind of selfishness is that? He's just too desperate to be president. So he feels after Tinubu's 6th year, it will go to the North and he can have it. The likes of El-Rufai would definitely battle it with him. Haba. If he was patient in 2015 for Jonathan, Atiku would have been president by 2019. But he was hell-bent on stopping Jonathan, who was a sitting president. But guess what? The same fate befell him with Nyesom Wike, so let nobody cry foul. It's karma. The immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, dismissed allegations of financial misappropriation by his administration on Tuesday, vowing to swear by the Quran to prove his innocence. El-Rufai explained that his sojourn into politics was driven by his desire to serve the people and not to amass wealth or embezzle public funds. He stated this in Kaduna during a Hausa program aired on Freedom Radio in the state capital. I did not join politics to steal money or enrich myself. I was satisfied with what I had before becoming governor, the former governor said. Now, someone said, we all know that Malam Nasir El-Rufai is a good man, given the positions he has held in this country, from Minister of the FCT to serving 2 terms as governor of Kaduna State. Unfortunately, some of the people he helped elevate are now trying to tarnish his reputation, which is completely wrong. Malam Nasir El-Rufai will remain the best governor in the history of Kaduna State, and those who betrayed him will soon face the consequences of their actions. Another person said, is it by swearing or by evidence or facts? Another person wrote, to die for this country, dey very easy, but you go need strong connection to rest in peace. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be back in no time. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Newsfeed. Now, blogger Martins Ose, known as Very Dark Man, has revealed how he got a controversial phone recording of cross-dresser Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky. The blogger made the revelation on Monday when he presented himself before a House of Representatives panel investigating bribery allegations involving the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) and the Nigerian Correctional Service (NCOS). Also, officials of the EFCC and the NCOS were present as the Committees on Financial Crimes and Reformatory Institutions commenced investigations into allegations of bribery and corruption leveled against the Anti-Graft Agency and the prison service by the blogger. The blogger initially refused to address the committee in the absence of Bobrisky, who was also invited, but sent a lawyer instead. However, lawmakers countered the blogger's submission, moved a motion compelling him to make an address on the subject matter of the voice recording which he released. Very Dark Man explained the authenticity of the trending audio record, stating that it was received from someone whom Bobrisky owed money as he submitted part of the recording to the committee. In a viral video, Very Dark Man alleged that Bobrisky paid 15 million naira for the Anti-Graft Agency to drop money laundering charges against him during his naira spraying ordeal in April, after which a court sentenced him to 6 months imprisonment. The blogger also alleged that Bobrisky paid some millions of naira to secure a choice place in prison. Bobrisky has since denied the allegations, while the EFCC and the Nigerian Correctional Service (NCOS) have ordered investigations into the allegations by the blogger. Now, someone said, "A person Bobrisky is owing doesn't have a name. Money for what? What's the name of that person? The person must be invited to the stand as well to come and prove the authenticity of that viral recording. How are we sure this person is not making all this up to slander Bobrisky and blackmailing him into paying a substantial amount of money, as that person knows the social media addict and VDM will believe the recording, and it will be hard to believe Bobrisky in any way because of the circumstances that surrounds Bobrisky. I hope they do a thorough investigation, because it's a crime to frame someone up using a generated recording, and it's definitely a crime to spread unverified information to defame someone." Another person wrote, "Senior man, you shall not die, but live to face all this wahala you cause for yourself. Now only you be lady and gentleman." Another person wrote, "Having too many enemies is never the best. Till date, we are yet to find who killed Mohbad Imole, because he was surrounded by frenemies. Now you, VDM, has called for yourself multiple court cases, sued by different individuals on diverse subject matter. If I'm your loved family, I'll beg you to please calm all the way down. You involve yourself in many matters we no suppose concern you, like attacking people at Davido's wedding. Why is it your focus on individuals and private business owners?" And now on the foreign scene, Iran has launched a missile attack on Israel, and the Israeli military said around 180 missiles were fired, most of which were intercepted. No serious injuries have been reported so far, and Israeli authorities say civilians can leave bomb shelters. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has defended Iran's attack and said in a post on X that a decisive response in defense of Iranian interests and citizens were given to Israel. Israeli military spokesman Daniel Hagari has said that the Israeli Air Force will strike powerfully in the Middle East. Now, someone said, "Why is Israel allowed to invade, kill, and attack at will, but others defending their countries cannot?" Another said, "Good. Lebanon, Gaza, and Syria have the right to defend themselves." Another person wrote, "You all say that Iran did not shoot anyone and did not kill anyone. Iran does not want to hit anyone right now. It just warns. Most of these missiles hit air bases. They are precision-guided missiles. Iran does not want to fall into Israel's trap. But if it makes a mistake, Iran will shoot them all the time. Anyway, greetings and respect to all of you from Iran." And that's a wrap on the program today. Do also follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. Until next time, goodbye.